Don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. So what are we doing today, Ian?
Don't sound so bouncy. Today I'm going to make some covers for my Steampunk journal. Because I've already done loads of pages.
Well, you've done two. It's not really loads.
Well, it's more than one.
Well, this is
so
true.
We've already done those.
Right, so you've already done videos. These are pages you created in previous videos.
Yeah.
And this is what's led to the Steampunk Tuesday.
It is Steampunk Tuesday.
Right, so these were created using digital images that you've made available for people to purchase to do as well.
I have indeed.
Excellent. And this is the journal that you're going to be keeping these and future pages in.
From Steampunk Tuesdays.
Absolutely brilliant. So how are you going to do it?
Okay, well what I'm going to do is I've got two pieces of grey grunge board.
Okay, size-wise?
8x8, which is in millimetres...
202.
202.
By 202.
Which makes them square.
Yes.
Two...
book rings.
Book rings.
Which you can pick up at any craft store or internet
craft
place.
So, to do my covers, to keep the theme going, I like to do mine very graphic based.
Yes.
As you can see. Yes. So, I have designed a digiset.
A digiset. Another digiset.
That we can all do together, and this is for the cover of the journal.
Brilliant stuff. So, is this available on
your website?
This is available on my website.
It is available on your website now.
Right, okay. When did that go on?
Probably 3 minutes ago.
Or as soon as this video's finished.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so this is available on my website.
Yeah.
So this is a DigiKit 4-page PDF.
It is.
That you've designed for the covers.
Especially for the covers, yeah.
Right. Can any of the elements also be used to make an art journal page?
Yes.
So it's multi-use.
Oh yeah, because it all works on an 8x8 theme, so...
Okay. Right, so at this point we can say, if you'd like to craft along with Ian, put the video on pause, pop across to Mike's website, purchase the kit, get it printed, come back, and then press play again.
Because I'll wait for you.
Or watch the video, pop off and buy the kit, and then watch the video again and craft along with Ian.
That's true.
You see, the more times you watch the video, the better for me it is, because I get more ad revenue.
Yes, so please do that. So yeah, so it's a 4-page PDF. It fits both US and European printer sizes.
Yeah. Shall we allow them time to go and pause and go and get it?
Well, we'll show them the items first, and then they can pause.
Okay.
Okay. So it's 4 pages. So we have, that's the overall, that's the back cover.
Right, is that exactly 8 inches by 8 inches?
It is.
Or is it just slightly over so that trim?
Let me just double check. It's exactly 8.
Oh, fab.
So we have, that's the back cover. We have
no measuring either.
Some little tuck tickets.
Tuck tickets.
Trip to the moon. Trip to the moon. And then adventure guaranteed.
Yeah.
Some little brackets, which you'll see what they're for in a moment.
Okay.
That's a gauge cluster for the back. We want to decorate the back cover as well.
Well, obviously.
We have the dials.
Okay.
These will fit an 1 1/8 punch, which we've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can find it.
The man and the lady were my favourites.
Excellent.
We've also got some 1.5 inch dials. These are punched out with a 1.5 inch punch, but some of these are also what I sell on my website. But I'm actually, when I make mine, I'm actually going to use real 3-dimensional dials that I've created.
With glass cabochons.
With glass cabochons on.
Right, but those ones can be put on by the ladies and gents at home, and they can go over with glossy accents.
Punch them out, glossy accents on, and away you go.
Glossy accents or crystal accents or whatever.
Not crystal meth, that's something else. No, don't be using that while crafting.
I don't know what that is, but
no, it's what you brushes in. So we've also got some little screens.
It's what you put your brushes
in, isn't it? Crystal methylated spirit. So we've then got another tuck ticket, and then we have the front panel itself.
Okay, now if people wanted to decorate the inside of the covers as well as the outside,
just print it off twice.
Et voila.
And then just put that on the inside. I've got one that says My Steampunk Journal, but you can also write your name in the spec, the one there. It's got little 4 rivets in it.
Or write in whatever you want to put in there.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm going to go away and cut these 4 pages out now. Try and keep all my fingers intact. If you want to go away and pause me, print them out, we can craft away together.
Lovely.
Okay. Back in a tick. Well, I've cut all the bits out.
I can see that.
Still have fingers.
And there was no bleeding.
No bleeding at all.
No crying. No bad tempers.
Oh, there was some bad tempers. So I've cut out what I need. I've not cut out the screen, the other screen, or the lady with the helicopter, because I've gone for my favourite gentleman.
Right.
I've got a choice.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about these gauges in a little while.
Okay.
Okay, so get started. I need my grey covers, where have I put them? They're there.
Already started to lose things.
Yes, well, I always do.
Welcome to my world.
As you see, these are only just big enough, but what I want to do is I'm going to stick them on and I'm going to distress all around the edges. Grunge. I'm using double-sided tape, finger lift tape, because that's quite nice, is that? I don't like the red liner tape, it's a nightmare. It never works.
It can be a nightmare. Of this finger lift tape here, the stuff that doesn't go right to the edge.
Yes, you can rip it, and it's easy to get off because it's got
finger lift
bit on it.
Ta-da!
Ta-da, hence the name. So I'll just go around here with a little bit of finger lift tape.
Okay.
I'm doing my front first.
So this is the first Steampunk Tuesday actually going out on a Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah, apologies for last week's, but it was a little bit involved.
It was. It took nearly 2.5 hours to film.
Yeah.
And the editing took near on 5 hours to edit because of the length of time it took to pull the video in from the camera.
Yeah.
And then process it, and then we had to edit it, and then the computer had to then create one solid long film out of all the little bits.
Oh, it was awful. It was awful.
And then it had to be uploaded to YouTube, which took nearly 2.5 hours. So we completely underestimated the time, didn't we?
We did, but everybody seemed to enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Did.
It was a great project.
Even if you do say so yourself.
I thought it was a great project. I was very pleased with it. I'm going to do another one. Right, okay, just get the tape off. See daisy.
It is a lot easier, isn't it?
Oh yeah. And just put some in the middle. The dog's gone to sleep.
He's disappeared.
Brought his bed in so he could sit in with us while we film. Could you put those in, please?
I will.
Thank you very much. I've not decided which is the top and which is the bottom yet, so I don't think it matters at this moment in time.
Well, you can decide your own, can't you, really?
Yeah.
Stick it down and then turn it
Yes.
to whatever.
Make life easy for yourself.
Yeah. I suppose it depends on where you're going to place your elements here.
Yes,
as
it
to
does.
what elements you want here, because I like this bit with the
I like that bit as well, so I might use that as my bottom right.
But if you're going to put your main elements there, you're going to cover it up.
Well, my main element goes there. There's a band. So
bearing in mind this is an open
yeah,
right
that's
to
where
left.
the holes go. Yeah.
Yes. Always consider where your holes are going to go.
Yes. That's sage advice, isn't it? So
for most things.
So I'm just getting my favourite
colour.
My favourite colour, which is of course vintage photo.
Photo.
I love vintage photo. If anybody's purchased any of my journals, you'll know that I love the vintage photo look.
The distressed.
The distressed look. Just going over the edge here.
I do like vintage photo, but then again I also do like rusty hinge, because that's quite a nice one too.
Talking of hinge, didn't one of your viewers, or our viewers now, say that we were like Hinge and Bracket, which we do actually take as a great compliment. Who were
yes, I think there was a kind of a mix-up, because we talked about British cookery duo Fanny Craddock and her husband Johnny.
Somebody said
something about
Dingy Childs.
Julia Child, which I don't think we actually mentioned.
We didn't.
Julia Child. So there was a bit of a mix-up there, and then somebody said not necessarily Fanny Craddock, but more Hinge and Bracket.
Hinge and Bracket, which we thought was lovely.
Which we did actually consider as kind of a compliment.
A lovely compliment.
So for those that don't know, Hinge and Bracket were a ladies of a certain age,
yes,
who were very prim and proper. So it's Evadne Hinge and Dame Hilda
Bracket.
And they sang and played piano.
And they had a little drama series called Dear Ladies.
On the television.
On the BBC, yeah.
That's right, and it was a huge popular TV series here in the UK.
But what was special about the two ladies is they were actually two gentlemen.
They were actually two gentlemen, yes.
They were very, very funny, quite outrageous.
Yes, unfortunately both of them have now passed away.
Yeah, bless.
So...
Okay, so...
Sadly missed.
Sadly missed. Okay, so that's that. I've got my little screen, which is going to go about there.
Yeah, that means alive. If you turn it the other way around, it means dead.
Well, it does actually, doesn't it? Or not as well as you might be.
Yes, cause for concern.
Yes. So we've got that one. I've also got... I've cut my little tickets out.
Right. Did you find a punch for those little holes?
I gave up on it, to be honest.
Do you want to have a look at my little drawer to see if I've got one that might just fit?
So we have the 2 little tickets.
Did you hear my knee crack?
I did.
That was like real old age.
And then we've got the other little tuck tickets. Some are for the back as well. So I've got something for the back.
Now then.
What have you found?
I found 2 small... I'm trying not to kick the table as I sit back down
2 small
again.
punches.
I found that one.
That could be a bit of
a... Which might be...
A nightmare to line up.
And I found that one.
That might be...
might actually work.
That might be easier.
You have folded it, haven't you? So
yes,
it makes it easy to punch the semicircle.
Yes.
Hey, see, that's just about right, isn't it?
Soon find out. Oh!
Spot on.
Spot on.
Absolutely. I was going to say,
do it the way up. Yes, silly me, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
That was nearly a schoolboy mistake then. Rookie error.
I make plenty of those.
Nearly, but not quite.
One.
It's surprising what you can do with those very, very inexpensive little circle punches that you can pick up for like pence in the bargain bins.
Yes, it is.
That's when the shops are back open again.
Yeah. Oh, it took me out then. Okay, so I've got those done. And I've covered in little bits of paper.
Don't worry about it. It happens to the best of us.
Get it stuck up with Dyson. Right, okay, so we've got that done. What I'm going to do is use a little bit of glossy accents. As you all know, I adore glossy accents as a glue.
You're not going to cover all this in glossy accents.
No. What I'm going to do is I want to use the tuck tickets.
Yes.
And I want to put them I want to put one sort of there. And then one sort of tucked in with it as well. And so I'm just going to put glue in the middle.
Right.
And then stick the tickets down.
Excellent.
I want it to look a little bit... yours goes out a bit quickly, doesn't it?
Oh, that's my glossy accent again.
Yeah, it is, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Don't think it matters. I'll have it that way up so I'm not dead.
So you're not going around the edges with this one with the distressing?
Oh, heck.
What?
Spelt the rookie error.
Did you forget?
Yeah, I did.
Really, really quickly.
I got too excited.
Oh,
hang on, I'll put it on there.
Isn't that going to just stick it to it?
It might do, but we'll see.
If you do it really quickly.
A schoolboy error there, if you want.
Good job I'm sat here with you.
It is, isn't it? I'd be crying by now.
Sobbing.
Sobbing
into your t-shirt sleeve.
It's a very nice t-shirt.
It is. It's an Ian t-shirt that you're wearing today.
Yes, it is. Okay, just peel it off. Oh, it's stuck a little bit.
Hello, that's fine.
Never mind.
It could have been a lot worse.
Okay. So, wants to go in the middle.
Okay. In the middle, towards the top.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And don't forget, you can do this with us, because obviously this kit is available
to
on
download.
The website.
Yeah, it is.
On Mike's website, not on Ian's website. There has been a little bit of confusion about that, hasn't there? The digi-downloads are on mine, only because Ian's website doesn't allow him to do digi-downloads.
That's right.
Whereas mine is set up for it, but his isn't. So,
yeah, that's better.
There we go. Do we need to pop any just under those because they're lifted?
Yeah, I think so. I think that one there maybe just needs a little bit underneath it.
Just a wee nip.
A wee little bit. That one's fine. That one's fine. I'll put some under there. I'm just going to tuck another ticket under there, which is one of the. Yeah.
That's it. Distress it to death.
Yes.
Distress it to within an inch of its life.
Yeah, so that will go under there. Sort of.
At a jaunty angle.
A jaunty angle like that.
Creating a little bit of a cluster.
Yes. Yes, it always looks nicer with
ticket clusters.
With bits and bats underneath.
It does indeed. Okay.
And then that one.
So you're not going to use everything up on the front, are you?
No, I'm not.
You've saved some for the back.
I have, yeah. Just going to do that one.
I remember once when I did that, I was doing an art journal and I got so carried away with the front I forgot that I'd left nothing to decorate the back with.
Whoopsie-daisy.
I know.
There we are. See, that the hole may be there, but it doesn't matter if we punch through it. There's just to give it a little bit of dimension. So you've got
looks good.
Little tucks underneath and things. Okay, the next thing is you can either choose from Lady Clarissa
which they've already seen on the kit.
Yeah, or Sir Edward, whatever.
Yeah. But this is the same chappie that was on the Invention one?
It was.
But it's smaller.
Yeah. But you see, I love the character. I think the character's got so much going for it. Let me just put the top on that. There we go. I'll just go around the edges.
Just give it a bit of that.
I just don't want it to look too white and perfect.
Too new.
Too new. That's the word. That's better.
Better. So were these printed off on the new printer or the old printer?
These are printed on the old printer.
Right, so these are inkjet using the Epson Workforce 2630 using the Durabright ink.
Yes.
Which is permanent when dry.
Well, we've just got a new laser, a Xerox laser
We
printer.
have just invested
Yes, we have.
in a rather large Xerox laser printer as well.
It's absolutely brilliant.
Mainly because it just reduces the cost down for sheets, doesn't it, for print?
Yeah, it does for prints
by,
and things.
What is it? It reduces it down by something
Quite a lot.
90% or something.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and he's going to go there, like that.
Okay, so he's going to sit on the ridge.
He is going to sit on the ridge, yeah.
It's like he's on the TV.
It is, isn't it, literally? It's a little bit glossy accents on him.
So when you put this kit together, did you have an idea where everything was going to go?
Yes.
When you were creating it, or did you like digitally create the page first and then deconstruct it?
I digitally created the page and deconstructed it.
Nah. It's always a good way of doing it that way.
It is, because you know that it's all going to go together.
Yes, that's how I do my collage kits.
Yes.
I make up the main image first and then I deconstruct it
There we go.
to print it out.
So we've got there.
Like that.
So that's coming on nicely.
And next on the BBC.
Next on the BBC. So then we've got the panel. I've got my Steampunk journal, but you also get one that's blank,
Yes.
as you saw on the sheets.
Yes.
So
So you can write your own thing in it.
Yeah, you put your name in it, or
Keep out.
Yeah, get off. This is my book. Touch it and I'll break your fingers.
Yeah, that kind of. And other terms of endearment.
Terms of endearment, yes. I'll put this on a bit of mount board.
All right, just to give it a bit more dimension.
Yeah.
So thicker card on the back.
Yeah. It was a little bit difficult to cut out, but
Once
I stuck it on the mount board.
Yeah, well.
A bit more.
Lovely.
It's a little bit to cover those. A bit too golden. Okay, and that's going to go about there, but I'm not putting that on yet.
You're not?
No.
Why not?
Oh, I need to put on my brass band,
Ooh.
which goes on.
Not brass band as a musical instrument,
No,
brass band.
no, that goes on there,
Right.
and then onto there.
Yes.
Just keep that. We're about centre there, aren't we? There, yeah.
From what I can tell from the side here.
Yeah, we are. So, stick that down first, and I want to show you something. There is. I just got a bit of glue down there.
You're not distressing that?
I'm not good today, am I?
Well, in all fairness, you didn't have a very good night's sleep last night, did you?
No, Puppy kept me awake.
Yeah, talking of Puppy keeping people... Hello. Hello, Mush. He's just come in the room and he's climbed into bed. It must be too warm from out there because it's still sun shining out there today. It was forecast rain, wasn't it?
It was. Yes, I should really have done that first.
It's been very excited over the last few days, hasn't
His
it?
grandma's been here. Grandma and
because
granddad.
We brought Grandma and Grandad over for the weekend. And because we don't need to social distance from them, because I've been going around with shopping.
When we don't go anywhere, Mum was actually crawling up the walls.
She was literally, it was doing her more harm than it was good. So they came over for the weekend, just so break the monotony for her.
Indeed. Okay, so I'll put that on there. A little bit of a... Let's go towards the bottom, like that. Okay. Right. This is the part...
That was very decisive.
Right. Okay, so this is the part where you can make your little gauges.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay, there's 6 gauges there, and they actually fit 1 1/8 inches.
And these are actually on the kit.
They're on the kit,
Right.
and all you need to do is to punch out the gauges like so.
These are very, very useful little items to have because
they
these will
are.
come in for lots and lots of different
Just
things.
distress the edges
Because you can,
as you can.
for no other reason.
Another reason.
And what is it you
Okay,
said last
there.
time? Because white edges offend you.
Yeah. So you put one there,
Uh-huh.
and then you would put a different one.
Mm-hmm. So a choice of 6.
Choice of 6. So you've got sparesies. So keep your sparesies, because you never know when you might need them for another project.
Yes. Or you might want to use them for something else on another project.
2 there.
Okay.
And then you also get
Some big uns.
big uns, and these are 1.5 inches. So what you would do, you just punch out, for instance, we'll go for that one.
Yeah, it is one of the nice ones.
Okay.
I do like that one.
So
you've got 6 large and 6 small, and they are sized specifically to fit punches.
they are.
So when you print out your kit, if you haven't done this already, we should have mentioned this probably at the beginning.
Yeah.
Make sure you print it at 100%.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because if you scale it up and down, it ain't going to fit the punches.
Okay. So that's what you can do with the ones on the sheets.
Right.
We ain't using those.
You're not, because this is your cover.
This is my cover.
Yeah.
I happen to have on my website
Yes. Some real ones.
some real ones.
Well, they're not real.
They're not real.
They're-
They're faux gauges, but they are metal.
They're faux real ones.
Yeah,
Real
so-
faux ones.
So when you open it up, you get 6 little gauges. And these gauges are the same size as the punch.
As the little ones.
So I can then choose from the 6. I mean, they're so dinky.
So can I hold one of those up to the side so they can
Yeah.
see it in profile?
Yeah.
So that's it. So you can see it's got a large glass cabochon over the top, copper ring
Proper copper.
on a steel base.
Base,
Steel, right?
With glass cabochon and a print behind.
And they are
They're not too heavy, but for mixed media,
They're great.
they're fab.
substantial.
Yeah. And they're not too big.
They give your project a bit of a solidness.
Solidness. So I've got 6 of those. So I mean, I'm only going to use 2.
Right, but they're the little ones.
Yeah. The larger ones, I think there's only a couple of boxes left on the website, but they are quite a lot bigger.
Is there did we do a video showing how to make these
We
larger
did.
ones?
We did.
Is it on my website?
It's on your website.
It's
yeah.
on my YouTube
Yeah.
channel.
You might like to check that out.
I will. I'll have to see if I can remember. If I can find it, because it was a while ago, if I can find it, I will put one of those cardy kind of linky things in that top right hand corner up there. So if it's there now, it means I've remembered it or could find it. If it isn't there,
He hasn't found it.
yeah.
So let's move that along a little bit. So that's going to sit on there. So normally you would have your
Yeah,
ordinary gauges,
Yeah.
which when you stuck down, you can put glossy accents on
to give them that
to give them that glassy feel.
Yeah. And you could actually raise it up on some card as well,
Yes,
or
you
some
could.
foam pads or foam
Yeah. Foam
tape on the
something
back,
over, yeah.
if you wanted to give it a bit of dimensione.
So I'm going for a cluster of 3 as I was originally. Don't just show you my ball patch, I'll just have a quick look.
I think we've seen it already.
Okay, and I'll use that one. I love that one. It's like, I call it almost like a Frankenstein, Mike, voltmeter.
Oh yes,
But I mean, they've got real dimension. I think there is.
that's the one that you can always hear that noise in the background.
So that goes there.
Sound effects as well.
I know. Whew.
They're really getting the money's worth out.
They are, aren't they? So we've got. There we are.
Okay.
So we've got, that's the front. So we're just going to stick this down now. We have to make sure we have plenty of room.
That's right. Okay, that was the reason.
Yeah. And then a little bit of that.
You have got a little bit of wiggle room with it, haven't you? But not a lot.
Yeah.
Because the paper soaks it in really, really quickly. The glossy accents, that is.
Yeah.
You don't really have that much wiggle room with it.
So you've got those 2 on. I mean, if you invested in some of these, you could put them where you wanted. To be honest.
Yeah.
Whatever. So whatever.
Or whatever.
Or whatever. So we've got the chappie. I've picked the chappie.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the lady fits just as well.
Yes.
The little tickets are just tucked behind to give a little bit of dimension and a little bit of something a bit different.
So is that the front cover done?
That is the front cover done.
Okay. You could also, if you were feeling that way inclined, are you just going to say that?
Yes, I was.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say that the front cover is done apart from glossy accents. Oops, that's going to come out a bit quick. I'll just give that a
Yeah,
quick.
so you're using glossy accents, but obviously other brands are available.
Yeah. Whether as good as glossy accents, I wouldn't like to say. I have a thing about glossy accents. I love glossy accents because it's so easy to use.
It was what you were introduced to, wasn't it?
Yes, what you introduced me to.
Yeah, and then because there's always been glossy accents, you've continued to use it without looking to see.
Well, I got some crystal stuff.
Oh, those crystal accents.
It wasn't crystal meth, was it?
No, it wasn't. We said that.
I think we said that already, haven't we?
Yeah.
3, 4. Oh yeah. So I'll just show you those close up. Now it will then.
Obviously, they will dry and stay
Doomed.
Dimensional.
So that is actually the front done. I'll punch the holes in it in a little while. I'll just give that to my assistant.
Would you like to pop that somewhere safe?
If you would.
Thank you.
Okay. So the next part is we're going to do the back. So again, same illustration sheet.
And we did say previously that if you want to decorate the inside covers the same, just print those 2 sheets out twice.
Yeah.
And then you can do the inside the same as the outside.
Yes. I quite like the brown. I like the grey grunge board on the inside.
Yes.
For me, I like that. But if you want to cover it with something, cover it with that. And so you could actually stick some of the little gauges in. The little flat prints that you've got.
Oh yeah,
so you've got plenty to go, paper ones. There's plenty to go.
There is.
To go at.
There's also, on my website,
yes,
there's a set of grunge textures, which are 8x8, so they'll also be quite useful for
perfect.
that. But there's also a set called Steampunkery, which I did a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That's also got some 8x8 steampunky grunge
nice.
backgrounds on it. There's also some typewriter keys and that kind of stuff.
Oh, I like those. I like the typewriter keys. You could actually make your name up out of them.
Yes.
And punch them out.
Yes.
There we go. Let's get rid of that one. Would you get rid of those for me, please?
Okay.
Thank you. One more. And another one. There we are.
There we go.
Okay, so then we're just onto the back now. As we did before, just line it up.
Yep.
Stick it down.
So this is going to be now where the holes are going to be.
Yeah, that'll be where the holes are, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because remember that it's on the opposite
reversed.
side. Yes.
Reverse.
Reversed. I've not forgotten, but I've not remembered. So, and then across the edges, just to give it that little bit of a vintage look. I know people go straight, what is it? Edge, go to, just do the edge, just do the edge. Nah. Get in there with it. You could use paint if you wanted.
Of course you could.
If you haven't got any distress ink or
well, this is just how you like to do yours. Obviously, people have got their own preferences, got their own materials, got their own resources.
Oh yeah.
Just personalise it how you like it.
People just people do different things. There's no right.
Some
no
people
wrong.
might want to actually put some texture paste on it first.
Well, me and texture paste don't really get on, do we?
Well, they do.
It just goes everywhere. It's not really my go-to. My style, as you've noticed over the past couple of weeks, is a lot more graphic. Well, that's my background.
Graphic collage.
Yes.
Graphical collage.
Graphical collage. Yes. There we are.
Do like that word. Collage.
Collage. Okay, so that's that one. On the back, you also get a very large dial.
Okay.
Which is just, the idea is it's just going to sit in the middle, and we're just going to
create some clusters.
Some clusters. I mean, let's just take that.
Distress it.
Yeah, we'll be doing, yeah. And put those there like that.
And maybe stick some of the other little flat, because you don't really want the back to be too dimensional, do you?
No, you don't. If you put too much on the back, too much bulk, you're not going to be able to work in it.
Well, unless you take the sheets out.
Yeah. But let's just dirty that up a little bit.
Grungy dirty.
Yeah, just give it a little bit of a grunge feel. I know you can also get like an edge cutter, can't you, that scores all the edges up.
Yeah.
Rips all the edges. You've got one.
There's one in that pencil case there, just to but
it's a bit too drastic for me, I'm afraid.
It'd be a dull world if we were all the same.
It would, wouldn't
it?
It would, wouldn't it? It would.
Would that it were so simple.
It was so simple. No, don't. That was from. What film was that from?
Hail Caesar.
Yeah, it wasn't funny.
I thought it was funny.
I didn't. I like George Clooney, but I thought he wasn't very good in that. It was just that I think I missed the point of the film, to be honest with you.
Was it a Wes Anderson? Or was it a Wes Anderson?
No.
Same chap that did Hotel Budapest.
I adored Hotel Budapest. A very, very good film. And crammed full of superstars.
Yes. But it had your best favourite of all in, didn't it? Tilda Swinton.
Oh, I adore Tilda Swinton,
You
yeah.
do adore Tilda Swinton. In whatever she's been in.
Yeah, she always plays a very forceful character. We watched Doctor Strange the other night and she was in that.
Yes, the ancient one.
The ancient one. She's what you call me.
Yes. I liked her in Constantine with Keanu Reeves, where she played Gabriel, or one of the archangels.
She played
anyway.
Gabriel, who lost her wings.
Great. Like that film. Like it a
Okay,
lot.
so that goes there. Like that. Before it's set, we'll put the one there.
Not a fan of the CW Constantine. It was okay, but not as good, I don't think. Watered down slightly.
So that's that one. I just took that one underneath. And then the last one, just took it under there. Okay. What you can do now is if you've got your gauges, I've already distressed that one.
I think this little circle up here is just crying out to have something added to it.
I think you're quite right. There we go. They've all been distressed.
Fabulous.
So I'll just give it a light touch. There we go.
Mr. Bentley's ears have just stuck.
They have. And I'm just going to use a little bit of glossy accents again.
Right. Okay, just on those.
Just on those ones there. And those 1, 2,
Tree.
3. I mean, if you wanted, you could go back and put glossy accents everywhere. But it's entirely up to yourselves what you want to do with it.
Okay.
And just one more.
We're going to add one more.
One more little dial.
Little. It's one of the larger ones, isn't it?
It is, and I'm going to put
Are we going to put it there?
Yeah.
Just to finish that cluster off.
Yeah. So that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is my back cover and my front cover for my journal.
Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to wait until the glossy accents are all dry.
Before we do some photos.
And then, before we punch the holes in and add the
Yes,
rings.
I think so, because all that's going to happen is I'm going to get it everywhere and I'm going to be really upset and have to have a little lie down.
So, right, okay, well the time is now tea o'clock. Time for tea.
Time for tea. So when we have a cup of tea, when we've had tea, we'll be back and we'll punch it and we'll put the book rings in it and we can wrap this whole project
Well,
up.
you can add your pages to it then, can't you?
I can. Oh, exciting.
Excellent. Right, okay, we'll see you in a few moments then.
Ta-ta. Glossy accents are all dry now.
Lovely.
Look at that.
I like the fact there's a little bit of shine on the front of it as well,
Yeah.
so it just adds that little bit of extra...
Got dimension, haven't you? Look
a
at
little
those.
bit more depth.
Yes,
with
and
those touches of glossy
and
accents
little glossy
on it.
accents on there as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're now going to put the rings in.
So you're going to do your holes for the book rings.
I am. I'm going to do them 55mm from the top.
Okay.
It's about there.
Yep.
55 from the bottom.
So that's just over
2 inches.
2 inches, isn't
Yeah.
it? There's no hard and fast rule for this. There's no template for it. There's no you have to do it this way. You can literally do it however you want to do it. You can put as many book rings in as you want.
So I'm going to put one there and one there.
Yeah.
And I can't remember where the mark is.
I think that's the
That's
mark.
it there,
That's
isn't it? It's there. 55's there.
That's right. Is it?
Is it? Yep.
Okay. I was
And then-
completely in the wrong place
And
then.
then 10 in, which is about there. And just there, I'm
Just
near
there.
to the ticket.
Okay. And to punch your holes
Okay.
through.
Mr. Crocodile.
Yes.
Alright, let's have a look. So,
You got it?
one,
Okay. You might have to. There's a little pokey tool there.
there is. Thank you. One. And
So just line it up.
doesn't matter if it's off a little bit, does it? Or a lot. Yeah.
Pokey tool.
Pokey tool.
You always forget.
I know.
This is your pokey
It's
tool.
amazing how it bulks up.
Yes. Well, the grey grunge board you've used is 3000 micron, isn't it? So
Yes.
about 3mm thick, which is quite sturdy.
There we are.
Exactly.
So, let's see where the hole's gone. So, what I need to do now is to thread my book rings in.
Mm-hmm.
1 and
2.
2. And then my other one. There we are.
Cool. So, the final thing that you need to do now is to add the pages in that you've already
Oh
created.
yes.
But you can use that as a template to mark your holes for your pages.
Oh yeah, of course. Right, so I'll just
Ta-da.
undo that and that. So,
And
I think the first week we did was the Thomas Edison.
no, I think that was the second. Was that the second
No, it
one?
was the second week. Sorry, it was the second week.
Yeah. Just put your pencil through, make it easier.
There we are. Like that?
Yes. I wouldn't try and do it all together.
Oh, right.
You just mark it with a pencil.
Right the middle. 1,
You just pushed a hole out through my mat.
2.
now.
I don't think so.
Which means yes, you have.
It's very wobbly wibbly, isn't it, to do?
But you're a bit shaky today because you didn't really get much sleep last night, did you?
No, Bentley kept me awake.
As we mentioned earlier.
Yes.
Not me. Ben.
Ooh. Ooh.
Well,
I've just
it's
been through a cog.
It's a strong crocodile.
It is, isn't it? I'll have my fingers in that. And then this one again. Have I done it right? I have, yes.
Side, yes.
Yeah, I have. Just make sure I haven't put the holes in somewhere else. And 1 and 2. It is a very strong crocodile, isn't it?
Yes.
1, 2. Okay, so that was the first week. That was the second week.
It doesn't matter too much if you don't get them perfectly matched up.
Good job, really, isn't it? That's the back.
The logistics of this are kind of fooling you, aren't they?
They are, aren't they? This is witchcraft. So that. Oh, it does. They all line up. I shouldn't sound so surprised, should I?
No, not really.
So that's going into there. And that one goes into there.
There you go. So
we have. See, it's big enough for the rings to go through, isn't it? The other things as well, the clip things. So week 1, the week 2, but what will be week 3?
well, the covers are week 3.
Oh, they are, aren't they? Sorry, duh. So yeah, I'm pleased with that.
Good. And so you should be. So that's your start then,
That's
really.
the start of my book.
Yeah. The start
So-
of your steampunk job. Do you want to pass the crocodile back over and I'll
Yes,
put it
will
away.
do.
Back in its little
So
case.
it's not really taken very long to do. I think it's very effective. Looks pretty darn good, I think.
Yes. Look forward to seeing what else you do in your steampunk journal.
So am I. Well, that's it for Steampunk Tuesday this week.
Yes.
I've forgotten the...
You've forgotten the last line, haven't you?
Yeah.
If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a
Thumbs
thumbs
up.
Share the video with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to my or Ian's YouTube
Why
channel,
not?
don't shout, dear, delicate
It
ears.
is.
So if you haven't subscribed to any of our YouTube channels already, you can do so by clicking the button at the end of mine. I will put a link to Ian's YouTube channel, but he does tend to put this.
I put the same stuff on. It's more the website for the dials and stuff.
That's right, yes.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for being so patient with me. Again. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.
I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.